Alright, so here's what we're doing. I am going to do some micro fishing. I mean, actual micro fishing to catch some minnows for bait. I got a tiny, tiny hook on here. You can't even see it now for the worm. And a piece of a worm. And right there is a whole school of minnows. Right there. And there's some on that side over there too. And I'm going to see if I can catch some of them. I'd never really done this. And I'm going to try it. I've seen other people doing it. So if other people can do it, pretty sure we can here on Bremen and Bassin. There we go. Got us a little bitty brim, little bitty one, a little rice slick. Put him in our bucket over here. He's in the bucket. We'll get us about a dozen or two of these if we can. They'll make good bass bait. Don't tell me that. It's too big. That hook may be too big for him. I don't think I got any smaller than that. There we go. Gotta just snap it right quick. Alright, so got another little rice slick. That's what these are. They're all rice slicks. Bunch of them. Whoop, back here, buddy. Another one. We hooked him in the tail. We got the worm off of it that time. Okay, so since I got the worm off, I can show you that hook maybe. Right there. Tiny, tiny, tiny hook. I mean, it'll lay on your fingernail. Another piece of that worm. There's another one. Gee, another tiny. That hook is tiny. Get in the bucket, boy. Catch us another one. quick. That was quick. Alright, they come right off the hook, which is good to make it easier. That's what, 4? I think that's 4. There's 5. Yeah, start to. And if that lid had been open, you'd have went right in the bucket automatically. Well, I you're just good. Whoops, he fell off before he got up here. That one fell off before he got up here. I got to get him up here quick. All right. Got him up here and he fell off on the ground right there in front of the truck. Come here, buddy. Well, they won't hang on. I got 2 at once. There's one of them. Where'd the other one go? Okay. There he is. Right there in front of the bucket. Come here, big boy. And my stuff got tangled up. All right. Doing all right in there. I had to get some fresh water here before I leave. I don't know how many we've got. I think we've got about 10. Get off in the weeds. Back down to the water he goes. Hopefully. I had 2 and lost both of them. getting some bait. That it ain't. It's kind of fun too. Little fella, you should have hung on. Yeah, blowing, keeping them from getting up over them weeds before they fall off. That little bitty hook was the trick. Go get them out of them weeds. And you know, them little stinks will put up a fight about like a big fish. They're something else. They're aggressive. It's all get out. That's why I say that brim are the chihuahuas of the fish world. They think they're big and bad as a shark. They ain't. They can get rough, though. They can fin you pretty good sometimes if they want to. Oop, hello. There you go. Well, we got quite a few in there. Get me. Let's get 3 more. No, make it an even 6. Let's get 6 more. 6 more, and then we'll go catch some crappie or some bass or something like that. There's one. There is one. What these are, I call them rice slicks, but they are actually little green, tiny green sunfish. It's what they are. But they're always in these rice fields. Now that they're draining them, this ditch is filled up with them. What's the deal? They ain't getting hooked this time. There we go. That's 2. It's 2. So ain't no worm on it. They were still biting it. There's 2. We got 4 to go. We've got 4 to go. Now we'll go see what we can do. There's three. There's three of them. I didn't know he was on there. See if we can get some over there. There's four. Give me two more. Well, a worm on it. Again. Need two more. Two more, and then I know I've got probably 24 or more in there. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Well, he fell right here. I don't see him, so we'll get us another. We gotta get two more still yet then. Alright, let's get one more. Alright, I say we got enough. I say we got enough to fish with. Now I'm gonna go. And that was an experience I hadn't done yet. Let me get some fresh water in this thing though. Close that off so they can't get out. Alright, so I got some fresh water in it now. Well, okay. If y'all had never tried microfishing, you need to try it. You need to try it. I tried it today, just with a little tiny, I mean little tiny hook. I showed it on the video there. It would lay on my fingernail. It's how little it was. But they're draining these fields right now, getting ready for harvest, and what we always called rice slicks growing up are actually green sunfish. But all the rice fields had them. They wasn't that long probably in them. And when I was a kid, the water used to leak out through the levees. The crawdads would make holes in the levees, and the water would drain out of the rice fields into our yard. And it was running across my driveway. And when I was a kid, I'd get out there and I'd build me little levees out of gravel and and stuff to hold them, catch them fish in there. And I'd catch them little rice slicks, take them home, put them in a fruit jar, and try to feed them breadcrumbs or whatever. I mean, they were fun to play with. And but all the fields were full of those little rice slicks. And now that they're draining those fields, that little ditch I had that I drove by there, I saw them just like a cloud in there. That was just thick. And so I thought, well, that'd be fun. I can use them for some bait for crappie or whatever, just like minnows. And so I put me on a little hook, and I sat there and catching them things, and it turned out to be fun just as well as catching big fish. It was. If you enjoy fishing, just fishing. It don't matter if you're catching big or little. If you just enjoy fishing, try some micro fishing. I wished I would have had some like 1 pound line or 2 pound line, just a real thin line, and a little real light rod. That would have been a blast. But anyway, it is what it is, and it was what it was, and it was fun is what it was. So you watched the video and enjoyed it, and if you did, subscribe to the channel and tell your friends and get them in here watching us have some fun and act silly a little bit, and y'all have a good day. Thanks for watching.